guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and I feel like I should do a video talking about the current celebration on JP, this Bardock celebration. I feel like it does merit its own video, just sort of talking about how this does appear to be the worst, most dead celebration of the year. I do think, I guess I'm sort of working on a theory here, and we'll examine if this might have any basis in this video, but I think, like, right now, like, wherever the period of time is, maybe it was 6 months ago, 3 months ago, or right now, whatever time that they would have worked on this celebration, you know, maybe extra events, free-to-play characters, blah, 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 it's like they kind of, like, cut corners for this celebration, right? You know, kind of like a little bit of a down period. And then now, you know, is where they're getting the extra shine to Beast Gohan's aura, right? To make sure it looks just like the movie. Or they're finalizing, you know, the characters, you know, putting the extra time, more assets, more frames for the anniversary LRs, right? Like, I'm thinking something like that would probably be realistic for how, like, sort of small this celebration is. I know people could point out that, like, oh, Dokkan makes $1 billion, zillion, trillion every second, but... And, oh my god, they could easily afford to do way better animations, way better missions, way better events everywhere. They make $1 million. Yeah, I know, of course, duh. But talk to any giant corporation, man. Like, it is what it is. It's how it is, man. You know, we gotta look at this realistic. Yeah, they could and should do way more, but guess what? It's not how it is, unfortunately. So, if we take a look here, we're gonna go through the whole celebration, which is really not that much. There could be... I mean, people fall in love with the idea of, like, part 2. Not necessarily a part 2, but there could be an LR in this celebration later on. We'll see. I do think there will be an LR in November, but there's almost nothing to this celebration, man. There was some very limited missions towards getting the Ginyu Force characters, you know, Rainbow and stuff like that, the Ginyu Force and the free Bardock characters. Like here, if we actually switch over and take a look here, let's take a look at the celebration info, right? So we've got, you know, missions, login, Dokkan events, you know, for Bardock, the banner. This right here. These were missions for just Rainbow, all of the free Ginyu Force characters, and Rainbow, all the free Bardock characters, Team Bardock characters. But, like, for me personally, I Rainbowed these guys in February of 2018 when they came out. Right, the Team Bardock squad, I Rainbowed them in March of 2020 when they came out. So it's like, boom, like, that's it. I did a lot of the content for the celebration, right? They just put in sort of like rather than do, I guess, new content for the celebration, the same amount of rewards is here, but they're just basically giving it to you for free if you've already previously done this stuff. We got the sales, we got the keys. This right here, this was the Grand Priest event. They just went and slapped in, you know, differences to it. You can get skill orbs for these characters, sure. They brought this event back right here, which is cool. This is great for new players, free-to-play players, stuff like that. This was, you know, sort of like a limited event during the 2021 Worldwide Download Celebration, and they brought this back, right? Which, you know, there's a bunch of really nice rewards you can get in here for doing all this, but if you were playing during the 2021 Worldwide Download Celebration, these missions were not reset, right? Like, if we go ahead and take a look at it, you guys, I haven't dropped a video on this in the past couple days because there's nothing to cover, right? Like, it's like, it's the same event we had over a year ago, except now it's even easier because we have better characters. Where is it? It's going to be like right... Yeah, here. See? No missions. No nothing, right? It's just the same old event from last year. So that was in here. Again, I do really think this is good. I don't like stuff that it's like, oh, you weren't playing for this month in 2020? Well, you're never going to get it again, right? Like, I'm glad that they're, you know, bringing stuff like that back. That is a good thing. This is just a, you know, story event that's been here a million years. There is a mission added to all three of these. This is a very easy way they could do content. I think this is a good thing regardless, but they just add a mission to, like, these. It is easy way for them, I guess, to cut cost or cut dev time or whatever, right? Just boom. What they did was, it might not even be up in here, honestly. There's a new one for low-class warrior. Beat the original Legendary Goku event, the GT Legendary Goku event, and the Legendary Vegeta event with low-class warrior for all three teams, or for all three events, right? Which is fine. I do think, you know, that's something they really could and should do for every single celebration, right? Because it's just very easy to do, right? And we get a couple of these tickets, we get a couple of stones, right? Some resources for players. Battlefield, you know, there is the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock EZA, and we got the 3 sub EZAs, the physical Super Saiyan Bardock, STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, and the Tech Super Saiyan Bardock. But then that's basically it, right? A chain battle, one new Extreme Super Battle Road stage. There's like nothing. And I mean, I expect this is going to be basically the first, 2 weeks of the month here. Very, very dead. Now, if we take a look, this is several years ago. No, this is last year's. Okay, so this is the Trunks celebration. I specifically remember the Trunks celebration last year was really bad. So we had the Trunks Dokkan Fest and the Trunks Dokkan event, okay? Battlefield. Sub EZAs. This was Tech Trunks and STR Zamasu got their sub EZAs. Wallpaper voting campaign. We had the EZA for LR Physical Trunks. He was decent. We had a chain battle versus King Cold. One new stage for a Super Battle Road. And that's, oh my god, that's even worse. Oh, this is even worse. Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. It's like, they dropped Trunks, and in the background, they're like, all right, let's make sure that, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's, Big Bang looks really good. Like, it has to be, right? Like, look at this. It's literally, there's nothing. The Bardock celebration is better than this? Wow. Okay. All right. I specifically remember that this was the worst celebration last year. Sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at, so this is 2 years ago. This is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta celebration. So you had login, missions, these, oh, yeah, man, come on. They gotta do these during these really dead times. I mean, they gave us the extra missions for the Ginyu Force units and stuff like that, which, again, if you've been playing for a while, that's stuff you actually would have had done essentially years ago, right? So, okay, sure with that. Here, of course, is the Dokkan Fest, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It's insane to me. They dropped him with that a super class. What were they thinking? That Nova Shenron, that's got to be one of the worst releases ever. I don't think I ever seriously used him even once. Like, seriously. Like, that guy was just so bad. That's so crazy. Giant Ant Power category summon. Yeah, right, because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta introduced that category. Elder Kai's, Sales, the new stage for his Dokkan event. We actually did have a free-to-play event 2 years ago, and then this Grade 8 Vegeta's. This guy still has an easy aid, surprising. A new stage? Is this when the orb stage got added for this? It must be. Okay, so it was during this celebration that this was added in. Oh, that's pretty good. Right, because it's like getting these orbs here, like these are nice, right, for the Shadow Dragon Saga. Okay, that's pretty good. Just a bunch of returning events. What is this? No, Sin didn't. No, these are just literally EZAs that returned. Oh, this is the raid EZA from the 4th anniversary. There was an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, Battlefield. Oh, this is when Mass Saiyan got his EZA. Oh, yeah, and then this is when they awakened Miratoa and Demigra. There was a chain battle, and then simultaneously, it's not here in the celebration info. Let me actually pull him up manually here, but simultaneously, along with this celebration, First Form Frieza did also come out at this time. If we go ahead and pull him up here, this guy was so strong on release as easy. Yeah, November 5th. Yeah, this guy came out at sort of the same time. Okay, so the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta celebration, this one is the best of the three. This is much better, I think. We had the new stage. We had, a bunch of new characters, right? Like, these guys got their awakenings and new super attacks and stuff like that. Okay, so this one 2 years ago is a little bit better. Okay, now 3 years ago, this is STR Cooler's celebration. Let's take a look at his. This is STR Cooler right here. So, missions, login bonus, here's STR Cooler. Did he introduce Terrifying Conquerors into the game? He did, right? STR Cooler? Yeah, I think he did. We had the Stone Sail, the new stage for Cooler. They had revamped the story event and then added the tech free-to-play Cooler. Yeah, this is now unavailable because they did the Dragon Ball story with it, but they added tech Cooler into here. Yep, okay. Oh, brother, yes. This is when they started doing... This was like an 8-month thing where they were doing the hero and villain extermination events, like constantly adding stages to this, which eventually led to Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 getting their EZA, which they were pretty good on release, I felt. I know a lot of people did not do these, though, because of how annoying it is. So you have those. These are just returning story events. Battlefield. This is when STR Omega Shenron got his EZA, and then STR Beerus got his sub EZA from there. And that's it. Oof, yeah, this is brutal too. Damn, I did not remember that Cooler celebration sucked balls. This is bad. Yeah, dude, this celebration, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's actually seems pretty decent to me. Again, I think having, like, the Mira... We were not expecting Mira, Toa, and Demigra. Remember, at the time, Mira and Toa were removed from banners for 3 years. The last banner that these characters, Mira and Toa, were on was LR Int Bojack in October of 2017. That was the last banner they were on, and then they returned on this Time Traveler banner in 2020, 3 years later, right? I remember I had pulled Mira when I first started my JP account, but I actually had not pulled Toa before she returned with this banner. Demigra was never removed from banners previously, right? But yeah, okay. So I feel like this is probably the case. The reason this Bardock celebration is so weak, it does seem like this celebration every year is kind of weak. It makes sense, right? Because if you look at, let's look at what's on the horizon. We have Heroes. The Heroes animations are usually not the craziest ever, but I think that's because they want to make it accurate to the actual unit in Heroes, right? The card art is the same as the Heroes card. The super attack is the same as the Heroes super attack animation. So they keep those exactly the same, right? That's coming up where there might be 10 to 15 new units with Heroes. Then, of course, we have the holiday season. They always do a big time LR in December, right? A dual Dokkan Fest at the end of December, and then we're leading right into Anniversary. So it does seem like this is a time for Dokkan where they kind of, I guess, cut cost, or maybe not cut cost, but cutting dev time specifically for this celebration to better prepare for the more hype stuff that is going to be coming up a little bit later on, right? So keep that in mind. And then there's an extra wrinkle this year for the first time since December of look how many clicks this is before we get to December of 2018, back when Blue Gogeta and Full Power Super Saiyan Broly came out back in December of 2018. For the first time in 4 years, we have a brand new, incredible, like, form, Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Cell Max, these new characters, right? Dokkan is gonna drop them, and they're gonna, like, Beast Gohan's gonna set, you know, the internet on fire with how crazy it's going to look in Dokkan, man. That Beast Gohan is going to go so freaking hard, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go back, I was reviewing Dragon Ball Super weekly, and I remember at the start of the Tournament of Power, there were some really bad looking episodes. And I remember getting up on my review and being like, listen, I don't give a shit, all right? If this means that Jiren and Goku later on in a couple of months is going to be pure flames, I will take this shit right now. And I feel like that's what happened too, right? Like, that's exactly what happened. And right here, this Bardock celebration, yeah, it's mid. It's okay. You know, a little bit of off time again. You can go play your Fortnite, you know, I don't know, Dead by Daylight. Sonic Frontiers is coming out, right? There's other shit coming out, man. God of War is dropping, dude. Right? Like, you got time, you can play some other games. Dokkan is on the back burner for a second. They're making sure that when they drop Beast Gohan, they're coming correct, right? When Anniversary Broly is coming out, they're making sure that he is shining. So, I'm okay with the week celebration, as long as they don't fumble Beast Gohan, as long as they don't fumble the Anniversary units, but I have full confidence that they are not, right? So, let me know what you guys think about this sort of week celebration right here. Again, it's you know, Dokkan is always there, right? Like, you can always play it whenever. I feel like little downtimes is good, because you don't want the game, you don't want to feel like you're forced, oh my god, I have to grind every second, or I'm missing this and missing this and missing this. A little bit of downtime to either catch up or take a break, I think, is actually potentially a good thing. So, let me know what you guys think about the Bardock celebration. Brah, listen, when that Beast Gohan drops, no one's going to be thinking about this celebration and shit like that. They're just going to be thinking about the god, Beast Gohan, man. Woo! I can't wait. So, let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all next time.